Hey, comic book community, it's your friendly neighborhood long box love affair here with another comic book haul video. So I had a bit of a success run at a local con about a week ago. And in fact, there was another one today and I just couldn't get there. It's such beautiful weather out and I had some things I needed to get done. So since there was one last weekend, I decided to cut my losses today and really just focus on what I had last weekend at this con. These are small local cons. This one happened to be in Frederick, Maryland, and a lot of the same dealers I see at the other cons over the year, but then some new ones that kind of get interspersed. So it's always nice to have some new blood. It's also always great to go back to the old guard, the tried and true, and see what new stuff they have in their bin. So that's always exciting for me. It's always fun. About every month and a half, at least, there's a convention in my area. So I'm blessed in that regard. Or my wallet is not. It suffers in that regard. So the first book I'm going to show is a book that I have watched for quite a while, and it always has been a bit pricey. And it was pricey because of the Thor God of Thunder movie coming out. And obviously the movie is out. It didn't do so well in the box office. Jane Foster didn't resonate, but I don't care. I love the Jane Foster Thor in the comic books. The Russell Dauterman, Jason Aaron run. If you have not read it, do it. But they had one of the variant covers to issue 1 that I had been watching, and it just was a little pricey for me. I didn't really want to bite the bullet at a $90 or $75 or a $60 or even a $50 mark. And this dealer, who has great deals on his books, had this book on the wall at one point for $75, and that was right when it was dropping. And so he's like, he even said to me, he's like, it's probably a little bit expensive right now. And I wasn't in the mood to bite the bullet at that point. So I was looking through his bins last weekend, and the book had moved off the wall into the bins. So that tells you a little bit about the price. And everything was 25% off. All his wall books are 25% off, so it's really great. And I bought this one, Thor #1, the Jason Tyler Christopher. I think I got his names in the right order. I got this variant cover. It's the Newberry Comics variant. So this had a sticker. I tried to get it off. I couldn't get it off because it had been on there for so long. I could tell that the sticker at least said $60, and then there was a $50 one over it. This was priced at $30, and I got it for 25% off that. So really nice deal for what this book used to be. And it just shows that sometimes waiting can go in your benefit. Sometimes not. Sometimes things skyrocket and never come back down. But this book, I can't believe I was able to find, and the prices dropped so much that I finally was like, let's add this to the collection. At that same dealer, I found this Amazing Spider-Man 52. Got the Campbell cover going on there. We got Mary Jane. And the other thing it has going on for it is the newsstand. So this was $10, but it was 25% off. So I got it for about $7.50. Not bad for a newsie, really in nice condition. So anytime I find a newsstand in pretty much any modern era of Marvel, I do my best to pick it up if it's something I collect. Also at that booth, I picked up the last issue of the new Secret Wars title. Now, this is a virgin cover, so you might be like, what is going on here? This is the second print of issue, I believe it's 7. So a really cool Alex Ross cover. Look at that. It's pretty minty, pretty nice condition. So I've been able to pick up some of these second prints for a really decent price. Pretty happy about that. And just a cool, obscure variant cover to the mass-produced series. Another dealer had this Avengers No Surrender 682. This is the variant. This is the second print variant. So this is the reintroduction of Hulk as the Immortal Hulk. So I've been picking up the second print variants of this storyline. I really enjoyed the storyline. I had read it recently, and hey, I was like, let me pick up the variants of it. I sold the first prints. Those are pretty easy to find for the most part. The one that fetches the most money is the first print of the 684, I believe, which is the Mark Brooks Hulk face on that cover. Really rocking cover. I have that issue still, but getting some of the second prints I think is a good bet for me. I enjoy second print covers. Again, a little bit lower print run usually. Another dealer, Carl, I was only able to find I think one book. So I found this Avengers Children Crusade #1. It's not just #1. This is 1, 2, and 3. This is a compiled edition. It's the Marvel must-haves, I believe. So I got this for $5. Thought it was a really great deal. It was in his scratch and dent pile, so I knew it wasn't mint. It had some spine ticks here and there. One does break color, at least on the back. But I'm a Young Avengers fan. This is one that I do not have, so I definitely wanted to pick this up. Another dealer was just sitting there. I'd never dealt with him before. No one was at his table, so I checked out his stuff. And sometimes that's the kiss of death if no one's there, and sometimes you can win out if no one else is biting. For some reason, no one was looking at his loot. And I found some variant covers. Nothing to write home about, but they're kind of cool ones nonetheless. So everything was half off. I got about $6 for 6 books for about $12. Maybe, I think he actually charged me 10. So really nice deal. These are just some variants I don't have, including Adventures of Superman 625. It's a sketch cover for Michael Turner did the sketch cover. I enjoyed that. It is might be a second print. I'd have to double check, but sketch cover nonetheless. Also picked up Uncanny X-Men #10, the Neil Adams variant cover. I'd not seen this one before. There's a bunch of interconnecting covers at this time for this X-Men anniversary. So I have I think I have a Bacalo, I think I have a Nick Bradshaw one, and so now I have the Neil Adams. Also picked up, the rest of them were these Marvel Knights Spider-Man variants to issue 19, 20, 21, and 22. So let me show you them in order. They are variants for the other storyline. So 19 with the black costume, 20 with the Scarlet Spider costume, 21 with the Iron Spider, and 22, I guess, just as normal Peter Parker. So same image, repeated. Is that Todd Knock, maybe, did the artwork? The covers aren't my favorite, but these are variants that I do not have, and I am a Spider-Man collector, so these are cool to have. Now this last dealer that I went to, I'm going to show you the books I think I did pretty well with. I think I got a really, not quite stealth, but sort of stealth, because I got things for pretty cheap. So if I remember the prices correctly, I know they were cheap. I'm just trying to remember exactly what I paid for them because it's been a week since I purchased these. So I got an upgrade copy of Amazing Spider-Man 205. In fact, I need to cut this out of my list to make sure I don't buy it again. But I have the whole run of Amazing Spider-Man, but there are certain issues that I am looking forward to upgrade because they are such beaters that it's time to give a better one. So Black Cat 205, pretty decent copy. I think I got this for $8 or $10. The other book I picked up is this Avengers 185. It is a book that has gotten a little bit pricier with Vision and Wanda and all of that stuff. So I figured I'd pick this up. I got this for about $6. In fact, I think the other one I just showed you was about $6. Now these last two I got for $3, and they are relevant to Ant-Man and the Wasp. So I got Avengers 268 and 269. Council of Kangs and Mortis, Kang. I have 267 already. I have a couple copies of that. So to get these for $3 each, where I was seeing these on the wall, you know, these were on the wall for 20, 30, 40 bucks, I think, at least. So to be able to snag these, really nice copies, by the way, not beaters by any means. These are near mint copies. I was excited to do that. So that's my haul. That I left the con. I was like, I feel a little lackluster. There wasn't anything that I was really, really writing home about. But I think I did really good in retrospect. You know, it's hard to think back what you have in your hand as you're trying to navigate people and get out. I didn't spend more than $100. I spent less than $100. I don't know how much I actually spent. I didn't tally it up. But I left with a lot of money in my pocket on my nightstand that I have yet to redeposit. So, use that for another day. But excited for this haul. So thanks for watching. Thanks for bearing with me. And hey, if you're new to this channel, subscribe, comment, check out the other videos. and I look forward to seeing you next time. All right, take care. Bye-bye.